Number 7. Differential fluid, the fluid you're probably never changing. The rear differential on the W221S550 and S63 AMG holds roughly 1.1 liters of 75W90 gear oil, and Mercedes doesn't publish a standard change interval for it, which most owners interpret as never. That's a mistake. The diff on these cars operates under significant thermal stress, especially on AMG variants. Old, degraded gear oil leads to increased wear on the ring and pinion and eventually whining under load followed by backlash. A rear differential rebuild or replacement on an S-Class runs between $1,800 and $3,500 depending on the spec. The fluid change? About $35 in parts and 45 minutes if you have a 14 mm hex socket and a fluid pump. Use Redline MT90 or the Mercedes-approved spec MB235.8. Don't deviate. Change it around 60,000 miles and every 40,000 after that. $35 every 40,000 miles. That's the entire cost of protecting a $2,500 differential assembly. And here's something most people don't connect. Even if you keep the diff fluid fresh, the item in number 6 can send vibration and stress straight through the drivetrain that accelerates wear on everything downstream. Number 6. Driveshaft center support bearing. The vibration you're ignoring. If your S-Class has developed a shake or hum at highway speeds, somewhere between 55 and 75 miles per hour, and you've already ruled out wheel balance, this is almost certainly the cause. The two-piece driveshaft on the W221 uses a rubber-isolated center support bearing to dampen vibration at the carrier point. That rubber degrades over time, goes hard, and starts transmitting every rotational imperfection directly into the floor and tunnel. The OEM part number for the W221S550 is 221-410-5081. Aftermarket center support bearing assemblies for this application run $28 to $55, depending on supplier. The genuine Mercedes bearing, part 00898151125, comes in around $45 to $60 and fits across the W221 range, including the S550, S600, and S63 AMG. If your bearing is original and the car has over 80,000 miles, replace the whole carrier assembly, not just the bearing itself. The rubber isolator is what's actually failing. The alternative is ignoring it until the bearing collapses under load, at which point you're looking at drive shaft replacement, between $600 and $1,200 in parts, plus 2 to 3 hours of labor. $50 in a bearing versus $1,200 in a drive shaft. Every mile you drive with that vibration is money you're spending in slow motion. Number 5. Cabin air filter. The one people forget is even there. About $18 to $35 depending on which generation you own, and 20 minutes with a trim tool. The S-Class has 2 cabin air filters on most W220, W221, and W222 platforms, one on each side of the firewall behind the glove box and kick panel. Mercedes recommends replacing them every 15,000 miles, and almost nobody does. What actually happens when they go neglected is more serious than musty air. The blower motor has to work harder against the restricted flow, which generates more heat, which shortens the motor's lifespan. A cabin blower motor replacement on a W221 runs $280 to $450 in parts alone, and that's before labor. The filter itself is a MAN plus Hummel CUK 2722-2 for the W221 S550 and CL class. It's a carbon-activated unit, so it handles odors and allergens, not just particulates. At around $20 a side, you're spending $40 every couple of years to protect a $400 blower motor. That math is obvious. $18. Your air quality improves, your blower lives longer, and your HVAC system moves the air it was designed to move. Number 4. Valve cover gasket set. The oil smell you're explaining away. Here's a pattern that shows up constantly on the M273, V8, and the M156 AMG engine. A faint oil smell in the cabin or from the engine bay after a drive, a light smoke off the exhaust manifold, maybe a slight drop in oil level between changes. Owners blame the PCV system, suspect an injector, or just add oil and move on. It's almost always the valve cover gaskets. The M273 runs two covers, one per bank, and the gaskets are cork composite that hardens and cracks around 80,000 to 100,000 miles. Oil seeps onto the exhaust manifold and burns. That's your smell. If you catch it early, the gasket set for both covers cost between $55 and $90. Victor Rhines makes the correct set for the M273, part numbers 1130160221, left bank, and 1130160321, right bank, sold as a pair on Amazon and at most Europarts suppliers. Add a tube of Loctite 5/7/4 flange sealant for the corners, where cork meets aluminum. If you ignore it, oil eventually migrates into the spark plug wells. At that point, you're replacing coil packs, $45 to $65 each, times 8 cylinders. That's $360 to $520 before you've even touched the gaskets you still need to replace. $80 in gaskets now, or $600 in coil packs later. The smell is telling you something. Number 3. Air suspension strut assembly. The fix before the failure. This is where it starts to get consequential. The AR-matic system on the W221 uses rubber air sleeves, also called air bladders or bellow membranes, as the pressurized chambers that actually support the vehicle's weight. The rubber degrades, especially at the fold points, and eventually develops microcracks that cause slow or sudden pressure loss. Here's the critical part that most people miss. When one corner drops, the compressor runs extended cycles to compensate. Compressors on these cars are not designed for continuous duty. Run it hard enough for long enough, and you're replacing the compressor at $280 to $450 for the unit alone, plus labor. The go-to replacement unit for the W221 S550 with Airmatic and ADS without 4 MATIC is the Arnott AS2820, a new, not remanufactured, front strut built with a Continental ContiTech air bladder and assembled in the USA. It runs around $280 to $350 per corner, depending on the source. If your struts are still holding pressure but are over 80,000 miles or showing surface cracking at the sleeve, replacing proactively costs a fraction of burning out a compressor you ran to death protecting a worn bladder. Note, if your car is the 4MATIC version, the Arnott part number is different. AS-2852 for the front right, AS-2853 for the front left. Always confirm by your specific build before ordering. And here's the number you need to hold on to. A full 4-corner air suspension replacement with new compressor on a W221 at an independent shop runs $2,800 to $4,500. A single strut is $320. The math does the argument for you. Number 2, spark plugs, the performance loss you've normalized. On the M273 4.7-liter naturally aspirated V8, Mercedes originally specified a spark plug change interval of 100,000 miles or 4 years. Most owners take that at face value and never touch them. Don't. Worn plugs on a high-compression V8 mean incomplete combustion events, which stress the ignition coils harder per cycle, which shortens their life. You already know what coils cost. Beyond that, degraded plugs increase exhaust gas temperature. EGTs can run 50 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than spec with worn plugs, which puts additional thermal load on downstream components. The correct plug for the M273 and the W221 S550 is the NGK-PLKR6A, also sold as NGK part number 5149. Gap spec per the factory service manual is 0.8 millimeters or 0.031 inches. The plugs come pre-gapped from NGK and should not need adjustment. Torque spec is 17 foot-pounds into the aluminum head. Don't over-tighten. A set of 8 runs, about $80 to $110 depending on the source. Use a thin-wall 14mm spark plug socket. The M273 wells are deep and require a rubber insert swivel socket to avoid cracking the porcelain on extraction. Most independent shops and Euro specialists recommend changing these every 40,000 to 50,000 miles, regardless of what the service manual says, and the evidence bears that out. $100 in plugs every 40,000 miles, or coil packs, diagnostic time, and a misfire you'd rather not be dealing with. And everything on this list has been building to this. All 7 items matter. But if you do nothing else on this car, do number 1. Number 1, engine oil, specifically the spec, the brand, and the interval. This is the goldmine. Not because it's complex, but because it's the one thing that controls virtually every failure mode on this platform. And most S-Class owners are getting it wrong in at least one way. The M273, M156, M278, and M177 engines all require oil that meets the Mercedes-Benz 229.5 or 229.51 specification. That's not a marketing label. It's a sheer stability and oxidation resistance benchmark. Running anything that doesn't meet that spec, even a well-known name brand oil with the wrong approval, breaks down faster under the high oil temperatures these engines run, typically 230 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit at the oil cooler outlet during spirited driving. The spec-correct fluid that's easiest to source is Licky Moly Leichtlauf, high-tech 5W40, part number L, M2332, which currently carries the active MB approval, 229.5 on the bottle, and in Licky Moly's published specification sheet. It's about $11 to $14 per liter. The M273 takes approximately 8.5 liters with a filter change. Total fill cost, around $110 to $120, plus a man-filter HU 718/5X oil filter at roughly $12. Now here's the other half of this. The Mercedes maintenance system tells you to go up to 15,500 miles between oil changes on the flex service schedule. Don't do it. On a high-mileage W221 or an AMG with a performance tune, run 7,500-mile intervals minimum. Oil analysis on engines that follow the OEM long-life schedule consistently shows elevated iron particulates in oxidation byproducts well before the service reminder trips. That wear is cumulative and permanent. The repair cost you're trying to avoid here is engine damage. Scored bores, spun bearings, failed cam phasers. On an S-Class, that conversation starts at $6,000 and goes up quickly. The annual cost of 4 oil changes instead of 2. About $250 more per year. This is the one. Everything else on this list extends the life of systems and components. This one extends the life of the car itself. Hit the subscribe button if you want more content like this. No padding, just the stuff that actually matters for these cars. And if you want to know how the different S-Class generations actually stack up against each other, which ones are genuinely worth buying, and which ones to walk away from, I ranked every classic S-Class generation from worst to best, and that video makes a lot more sense now that you know what to look for mechanically. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.